Welcome to lesson 4. Today we're going to go through commercial property data collection. Please remember that data is the key to a successful value chain in the solar industry. You're our eyes and ears on the commercial project. Collect as much information as possible for the design team and the installers early in the process. All of these steps are going to drive down the customer acquisition costs and give your client a better price on the project. Today we're going to go through best practices in the solar site design platform. We're also going to discuss the importance of collaboration. This is an ecosystem approach. That means that we have to build this around a successful ecosystem from the very beginning. This is healthy data. This is a healthy process all the way through the data collection side, because our goal is to design the best possible system for your client. Okay, today we're going to go through getting started and uploading a successful commercial project. This involves all the data collection involved. We highly recommend using the web browser www.solarsitedesign.com, going into your personal dashboard and uploading these projects. You could also use Android and iOS, of course, but what we found on the commercial projects where there's a lot more data requirements and gathered, that using solarsitedesign.com will allow for you to collect more data and share more data. Very important part is number 4, the utility bills. We require 12 months of utility bills on commercial projects. It's very important for us to be able to see the last 12 months if possible. If you can get 24 months, that's very helpful as well. And we're going to go through this in more detail. And remember, capture everything. Step 1, getting started. You, of course, can use the smartphone as we just discussed, but like we said, using the website is going to be very helpful for you. Collect as much information as possible. We're going to do the rest. Many of you have already downloaded SolarSite Design and you've also uploaded projects. You have taken the first important step. But some of you are new and need a refresher. That's what we're going to go through. So make sure to go in, register your account. You're going to create a new site survey, submit the site survey, and you're going to be able to log in online to your personal dashboard and be able to download your working models. Once you're registered with SolarSite Design, you're on your way to uploading your first project. For commercial installations and commercial site surveys, click on the new site survey. Now, this is in your mobile data collection form. You'll see down at the bottom, click on new site survey. We're going to guide you through all of the data that we're going to require and is optional for you to collect at the site. Remember, in the last lesson, we went through the difference between a pitched, a flat, and a ground mount design. Click on the boxes and let your design team know what type of system structure you believe is the best optimal design for that property. Click on that data. Also, size desired. If the client had potentially in the past seen a system already, let us know. Let your design team know the system size, or if you think to maximize the design, that's going to help us out. As far as the building voltage and additional data in the forms, let us know if that's available. If not, it's not mandatory, but it's helpful for us. As you continue to sharpen your solar skills, some of these fields are going to make more and more sense to you. Don't slow down though. If you don't know what this information means, that's okay. Fill out as much information as you have available. But like we said in the last lessons, if you're truly interested in learning solar, definitely go in and do a Google search and start understanding certain terms like a roof pitch. This is really important for us on the design side. If you're able to give us a roof pitch, that's going to help design, but don't let that slow you down. If this is a lead that you want to just have a good working model in place, fill out as much information as possible. We're also going to show you, being able to collect images and video of the property. In fact, you'll see on the bottom of the screen, we say upload images or video. Give us a narration. This is really helpful for the team. Some of our most successful originators will go out to the site and they'll collect video and they'll narrate the property. Remember, you're our eyes and ears. Capture as much as possible for the site. Okay, we're in box 3. Give us some more information about the property, the placement, if that's available. So for instance, ground mounts, they may have perfect southern exposure. Let us know that in this field. If not, leave it. It's not mandatory, but it's good for us to see. Also, let us know, is it urban or a suburban area, or is it wide open field? A lot of times we can see that in the satellite imagery, but if you could fill out that form, that's very helpful for our team. Along with wind speed, each jurisdiction, and this is a part of mastering your local market, you're going to have requirements on wind speed in that local market, whether it's 90 mile per hour or 120 mile an hour. You know, these are things the design team can help you with over time, but we want you to understand that these are very important parts of solar design. We have it in the Solar Site Design app. Fill it out. If you're able to learn it, that's great. If not, let us know. Just go ahead and proceed to the next tab. Team, this is the most important part of our data collection, your eyes and ears. Give us as much data. There is only so much we can see in the satellite imagery, but if you're at the commercial site, you're looking at the building, or you're looking at the where we can place the ground mounts, take a photo, take a video of that site. That is really helpful for us. In fact, what we've learned over the years is that we've had to add engineering costs to these projects because we had to send our engineers out multiple times to look at the site, to look at the property. If you're able to collect that the very first time, give us a panoramic view. Give us as many images as possible. You know, we're not going to limit you on that because that is so helpful for the design team. Also, if you have a satellite image of the property, please add that into this property right now, because you know what? That seems to slow us down more than anything else, is identifying the property. If you can even print out a Google Map view of that site and circle the areas, add it as an attachment into Solar Site Design, that's going to allow for the design team to properly do an overlay of that system design the very first time. That saves everybody time. That's going to drive down the cost on these projects. That's going to get you more wins out in the field. Okay, once you are confident that you've collected as much information as possible about the site, you're going to click Submit Now for project drawing. Now, this is in your mobile application. What that does is this syncs the data direct into your Solar Site Design dashboard. This alerts the design team that this project is now ready for a working model plan. Don't worry though, if something's missing, the design team will send you out a note if anything's missing. So for instance, we know that there's times that you're going to go back to the office and upload 12 months of utility data. Our team will review all of the data that you've uploaded, all of the video, the pictures, and if anything's missing, we'll send you a note and with instructions on how to upload that additional data. You know, this is a collaborative process. Remember, you're our eyes and ears out in the field. We're the design team that's going to help you and guide you and build your working model plan for the property. If anything's missing, we'll reach back out to you. All right, team, now we're going to show you www.solarsitedesign.com. This is a great way, like we just discussed, to upload a lot of information about projects. You could always start the project by uploading mobile data. You could also start online at www.solarsitedesign.com. You'll click on in the top, login. Once you've logged in with your personal information, this is your personal dashboard that you're going to see on Solar Site Design. This is where you're able to add in additional information about the project. You could edit, you can build out a new project right from this form. Very simple for you. Definitely get an idea on the different tabs. We've included all of the requirements right in the dashboard. We're also going to include on this video, underneath this video, special instructions on how to use the web browser. Let us know if you have questions at any time, because we're here to answer those for you. We're here to support you. We're here to help you learn. We're going to continue to add on to videos as you guys give us questions, as you guys give us examples in the field. Let us know, because we're going to take that information that you give us and we're going to continue to build out small videos and give you ways that you can improve your knowledge in the solar industry. For instance, this is a video link that you'll see on the bottom of the screen that's going to show you how to upload a utility bill. Very simple. Once you understand the process, you could look at the bottom of your screen and open up the video to show this. Just like the mobile application, we guide you through the information we need collected for the site. This is the key data. This is what the design team needs to get started on your working plans. Fill out as much information, attach the utility bills, attach additional pictures. If you have architecture renderings of the property, attach those onto the project file. Everything you're collecting is going to be reviewed by the design team. There's multiple ways to get the utility data. Some of you live in markets that have what we call interval data. This is 15-minute interval data, and an example of what interval data looks like, that we're able to look at the total annual kWh, kilowatt hour usage on that site in 15-minute increments over the entire year. I don't want to get too technical in this video, but this is very powerful information for solar modeling. This is where we can begin to show the exact system size during the day, what we can offset, and what's going to be the optimal design for that property. Now, some of you in markets like California were able to get access to the interval data. Some of you in the Midwest, it's going to be more difficult, but it's coming. And so we want you to have a good idea on what the interval data looks like. If you're able to get the interval data, go ahead and upload that. If not, we're going to show you what the normal utility bills look like next. You all are really familiar, I'm sure, with what a utility bill looks like, but we want to give you an example because every single utility has a different utility bill. It's challenging out there. We wish it was standardized, but it's not, because this is an example of PG&E. This is much different from any other utility in the nation, and so there's a lot of data on here. We're not going to go through it in detail right now, but some of the important information that you want to make sure when you're getting a utility bill is to make sure the rate schedule is on the utility bill. We've been slowed down in the past is because we get a partial amount of the utility data and the rate schedule is not on that. And so the rate schedule, why this is important is that we with the rate schedule can understand exactly how much they're paying per kWh through the entire year. If we don't have this information, the working model is not going to be accurate. So make sure when you're collecting the 12 months of utility data that it's clearly listed a rate schedule. The rest of the information the design team's going to look at, and we're going to make a determination on the system size based on the utility usage of that property. This is why it's so important to get the utility data. Every single property is completely different. One commercial site next to another commercial site is nowhere close to the same utility data. So this is so important for us to get on commercial properties and be sure to collect 12 months of data. Okay, team, you're probably getting the general theme by now. This is the most important part. Capture everything. This is a collaborative approach. Remember, the very first time you go out to the site, if you can capture everything for us, that's going to streamline the design process. This is going to help us drive down costs. This is going to help us make solar affordable nationwide. Capture everything. So for instance, when we go out to a site, we're going to look at that commercial facility. This is, for instance, a ground mount view. go out to that ground mount view and take a panoramic picture of that. Let us see what the tree lines look like. Let us see how high those trees are. That's going to help our working models. That's going to make us become more accurate as a virtual team. Remember, when you're already out at the site, collect as much data as possible. Satellite views are our best friends. This is really helpful to the design team. If you can log into Google Maps or Google Earth or Bing Maps and take a screenshot of that property, let the design team know where should we put the panels. Don't just assume right now that we know exactly which property it is, because a lot of times it doesn't show up accurate on the map, and so you will save everybody a lot of time by going in there, taking a screenshot of the property, uploading that into the shared project folder in Solar Site Design. That's going to really help the design team. We do not recommend getting up on the roof, but you will have commercial clients that already have photos of the rooftop. If possible, have them share that with you. This is great for our team. So for instance, when we're doing the working model designs and drawings, you'll see that we're using software that we're able to show the shadow effects of these rooftop units. And so for instance, if we know that's a 2 to 3 foot pipe that's on that roof, we can design that in our early working models to show if there is a shading factor on that roof. That's why it's helpful. If the client has photos of the roof, please share that when you're uploading. Now we also have in the bottom right hand side, this is the electrical room where the panel is. A lot of times you'll have access. This is very easy for them, the building maintenance owner or the owner of the property, able to take you to this. Take a picture of this. This really helps our team on the design elements then as well. This is not mandatory to get this. You're not going to be able to get out there early, but if you can, definitely take a photo of this. Take a video of the room. This is really going to be helpful for us. Team, that's it. You have now become a master of commercial solar site surveys with Solar Site Design. It's a process, it's collaborative. Gather as much information as possible, but all means reach out to us if you have questions. We're here for you. Let's get you through the first projects. Let's show you how simple it is to collect enough information to build out a full working model plan. Team, good luck out there, and we'll talk to you real soon.